Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before we're going to start our presentation, let me introduce myself and my partner. My name is Anju Najwatilah and I'm with Widianingsih. For this opportunity, we will explain one of the articles that we found interesting, and it's about evaluation of an English course book in Turkey based upon sociolinguistic aspect. Without further ado, let's begin with the first content that will be delivered by Widianingsih.
Abstract. This study evaluation are English course book used by 11th grade students in state high school in Turkey based on sociolinguistic criteria. Using a qualitative research, design and checklist, Arthur and Erdem in press. It was found that the course book has defines and addressing sociolinguistic aspect. Recommendation were provided to improve the course book to better align with the needs of teaching English as a lingual practice. Introduction Sociolinguistics is basically about studying how language is used in societies depending on social and cultural factors. For example, Trangil 1974 finds out that language is influenced by things like psychology, geography, and sociology, which is why people often adjective the way they speak based on the social context. Holmes 1992 agrees, saying that language gives people option to adapt their way of speaking to fit the society they live in. When it comes to English, it's become a language friends, bridge language for people from different countries. Galuh 2006 divide English speakers into their group, the inner circle like the US or UK, the outer circle like India or the Philippines, and the expanding circle like Indonesia or Turkey. This shows how important it is for a teacher to understand the English terms in many varieties and teaching this variation, making learning more vertical and relaxed. Culture is also a big part of language. Nice language is tied to culture. Teachings English should include cultural elements to textbook, which are a major guide for learning. Need to address sociolinguistic aspect to make learning more relevant. This study evaluates an English textbook used in Turkey high school, focusing on how well it interprets sociolinguistic elements. Literature review. The global importance of first learning English language friends. English has become the world common language throughout War II, leading to debates on how to teach in effective Christians 2015. Second, World English Galuh 2006, their circle inner circle countries where English is the native language, for example, the US, other circle countries where English is used as second official language, for example, India. Expanding circle countries where English is learned as foreign language, for example, Indonesia. Lesson plans sound to the dynamics of this circle. The third, English as language friends, Mikai 2011, learning English does not mean learn local culture. Students can integrate local and target culture. Curriculum should reflect diverse global English varieties. Fourth, challenge in teaching English, the focus on standard English is considered unrealistic for native speaker Jenkins 2006. And last, intercultural communicative conference Alpha 2002 emphasized using English for international communication, incorporates local and global culture elements for meaningful learning. Methodology. Research design. The student use a qualitative approach to evaluate an English course book following ideas from Text 2002. And Mickey 2011, it also read on a checklist made by Arthur and Erdem in press. The analysis sociolinguistic elements and instrument, the course book, being evaluated in Search in English, 11 academic can and attach Altan 2019, created for 11 grade students in Turkey State School and provided for free by the Ministry of National Education. The evaluation checklist, developed by Arthur and Erdem, contains 7 points focused on sociolinguistic topics And data collection and analysis, the evaluation was based on the 7 sociolinguistic criteria from the checklist, which is considered reliable and valid because it was relevant by explained and understood before. 7 brief criteria. First, non-standard accent include non-native accents like India English. Second, bilingual interaction saw both native and non-native interaction. The third, successful bilingual profit example of success bilingual speaker. Four, intercultural communication context or ECC, integrate both local and global culture. 5. Global local topic blends global and local issue to make content relatable. 6. Linguistic and sociology aspect student native language without full reflection. The large equal access and English learning is available to all students, not just the elite.
Based on the 7 criteria, the evaluated book revealed the following findings. The first criterion in evaluating the course book, as suggested by Uptakin in 2002 and McKay in 2011, is whether it includes non-native accent and varieties of English. After reviewing the 63 audio tracks used in the listening activities, it was found that the course book only provides American and British accents for the 11th graders. The second criterion suggests that successful bilingual speakers should be included in course book as models instead of only native speakers. In this course book, some audio tracks feature speakers using American or British accents who introduce themselves with Turkish names like Ahmed, Zeynep, or Deniz. This shows that bilingual English speakers are presented as models for 11th graders in the course book. The third is interaction. When it comes to example of interaction between native and non-native speakers or between non-native speakers, the course book mainly focuses on interactions between native speakers. It includes only a few examples of native and non-native interactions and just one instance of interaction between non-native speakers. It includes only a few examples of natives and non-native interaction and just one instance of interaction between non-native speakers. The fourth is intercultural communicative competence, or ICC. When analyzing whether the course book helps students develop their intercultural communicative competence, or ICC, it was found that there are only a few activities focusing on major historical events, religious holidays, and historical figures. Regarding other cultures, the book includes just one reading activity and one writing activity, both in the final unit discussing cultural differences. The fifth, global versus local content. In evaluating the course book, the idea from Uptakin and McKay that education should balance global and local perspectives was considered. The book includes activities where people from different countries talk about their lives and cultures, as well as local topics such as Turkish hometown and traditional sports like wrestling. However, the Turkish culture, including its ritual values and figures, is only highlighted in the last unit titled Values and Norms. This unit also includes a pair work activity where students compare Eastern and Western culture and write down the differences in 2 small boxes. The sixth is linguistic ecology. Regarding linguistic ecology, the course book does not highlight the status, power, or prestige of English in Turkey. In Turkey, English is considered a foreign language as the official language is Turkish. However, English is important for employment, especially in business, and those proficient in English often secure better paying jobs. The last is accessibility. The book is provided free by the government, but additional resources are expensive. This research aims to evaluate an English course book used in Turkish state high schools, focusing on 7 criteria based on the studies of Uptakin and McKay about teaching English as a global language. The findings reveal several areas for improvement. First, the course book only includes American and British accents, which limits students' exposure to other English varieties. Including more accents would prepare them for real-world interaction. Second, while the book features audio tracks of speakers with Turkish names to encourage students, The number of speakers is limited, and the same voices are inconsistently used with different names. More diverse and consistent audio content is needed. Third, the coursebook provides very few examples of interaction between native and non-native speakers or between non-native speakers, which will be expanded. Fourth, it lacks sufficient activities to promote intercultural communication or ICC, containing only one activity about other cultures. More such activities would raise students' cultural awareness. Fifth, the book balances global and local content but does not include enough local material, which could make learning more relatable for Turkish students. Sixth, it does not address the status of English in Turkey or provide example of code switching. So it usefully includes English equivalents for Turkish places, features, and holidays. Lastly, while the government provides the coursebook for free to 11th grader in public schools, the cost of additional learning resources is high, making it harder for many students to access them. To improve, the coursebook should add more diverse content, accent, cultural activities, and local relevances. Additionally, lowering the cost of supplementary resources could make English education more accessible across the country. So next we move into limitation and suggestions, as the main focus of the present study was to evaluate an English coursebook by taking into consideration 7 critical points in association with sociolinguistics. Only one coursebook that has been used at state high schools in Turkey was at the core of the study, and only sociolinguistic aspects were put emphasis on throughout the whole evaluation process. For that reason, it will be inaccurate to allege that what was obtained as a result of this study can be generalized to all the English coursebook across the country. However, in future studies, the scope can be extended by means of the evaluation of more than one English coursebook and the use of various other aspects as the basis of them. Okay, thank you for your time and attention today. I hope this presentation have given you a clear understanding of the topic and some useful insight. And that's from us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.